Time for yet another homebrew beer tasting. This is a IPA that was sent to me by MMansur09, MMansur09. I'll link the channel. Now this is an interesting sounding beer. I know he's got pale chocolate in it, Crystal 80, aromatics. I think it's a partial extract. It's also got Simcoe, Willamette, Willamette? Is that how it's pronounced? Willamette? Anyway, I'm going to go with Willamette and Tettnanger. So, I'm not expecting this to be like a totally West Coast IPA or anything like that, but I'm thinking maybe an English style IPA. I don't know. Don't know what to expect to be honest. So let's give it a try. This is the first one he sent me to. I have not had it yet. Gonna give it a pretty vigorous pour. I saw that it wasn't super carbonated on his video. So we got about half finger ahead. It looks a lot like a lot of the ESBs that we've been trying. It's kind of like a dark, rich, orangey, kind of a light copper. Not super dark, but you know, it doesn't have a lot of clarity, but who cares? I'm not a stickler on clarity either. Let's get the aroma. I think some of the hop presence may have gone off from when he brewed this. I think it's a couple months old by now. You get a little bit of a spicy note. Maybe a little bit of a spicy, earthy hop note. But mostly I'm getting like a sweetness from the malt. Yeah, the hops are in there, and there's a little bit of a dankness to it. Let's get the flavor. Oh wow, that's interesting. It's a lot more bitter than I thought it was going to be. That's pretty tasty though. So it's a bitter beer, but it's also a sweet beer from the caramel. You get a little bit of roast in there. The roast kind of lingers in the back, but it's got a bite to it. Definitely has a bite to it. I think the hop flavor is very earthy in general. It's got a real bite to the bitterness. So the bitterness hits you up front, followed by a little bit of the sweetness. The aftertaste is you get a little bit of a roast. Maybe like he did say he put pale chocolate in there. I think you get the pale chocolate in the back end. I would definitely classify this as an English IPA. Very drinkable. I think I'm going to let this warm up because I think some of the malt character is going to come out. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've just been sipping on this beer that MMansur09 sent me, and yeah, as it warms up, the malt starts to come out a little bit. You get a little more smoothness, maybe a touch of vanilla flavor a little bit in there. The hop flavor is mostly bitterness, not really a hop flavor. Maybe a little earthy tones, maybe a little bit of spicy tones, but not very much. Just a lot of bitterness. So most of the flavor is actually coming from the malt. which to me kind of makes it an East Coast style IPA. It's definitely dry though, it's not really sweet. I think if I were to make any improvements to it, it would definitely be to add a dry hop. You might want to dry hop with some Simcoe, or Simcoe and Willamette, or Simcoe and Tettnanger, or Tettnanger and Willamette. um, Willamette, I'm sorry. So yeah, definitely good beer. I believe that's partial extract. And Mansur, go ahead and comment below if you want to, and just let me know if it was partial or all grain or whatever. It tastes really good. Don't taste any extract twang or anything like that. Tastes just like an all grain beer to me. If you felt like it, you could add some carapils in there, but I wouldn't put any carapils in there. I take that back. I was just looking at the head retention, but on IPAs, head retention isn't that big of a deal. It's I've had plenty of IPAs that had much less head retention than this, so, and good ones at that. So thanks a lot for sending me this beer. Really appreciate it. I hope that my review gave you some feedback that's hopefully helpful for you. And cheers.